Hello everyone, welcome to another Hugo's Desk stream. So today is the final Honest Showreel Reviews of the year. Can't believe it's been a year already. This is unbelievable. Time does fly when you have fun, and so it's unbelievable that it's already been a year. It's like I just recently we started these streams, and now it's already gone. This is the 39th live stream of the Honest Showreel Reviews with BenQ, and I can't believe it's almost been 40. Of course, I already did another 40. I think I did 35 or 40 on Twitch, so I must be close to 100. I'm assuming it must be close. I don't really know, but I need to make a count for it and see. But thanks everyone for being here, and we have one final review. We have two people today to review. We are going to be joined. We have two artists today, so we're going to be joined by. Sorry, I've. Oh yeah, there you go. We're going to be joined by Asha Isa Mera, I think that's how I pronounce that name, and also by Shay Cohen. So we'll be having two reviews today. Hopefully we have to. We'll see how it goes. Maybe sometimes we don't have to, sometimes we don't. So hopefully it works fine. So I'm going to be streaming on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time, and so as always, I always tell this to everyone. Don't forget that I'll most of the times the chat on Twitch is less people on the chat, and then there's more people on YouTube on the chat. So if you find yourself alone on the chat on Twitch, remember that you can always join the YouTube chat. Usually it's more lively, but it depends on the day, of course. Sometimes it's the same. Like this time, for example, today, we have pretty much the same people watching both on Twitch and on YouTube, which is very, very unusual. It usually doesn't really work that way. You usually have more people on YouTube. But hey, maybe Twitch is going up. Never know. But yeah. Can't believe it's been a year. And I'm so happy to be here with all of you. Always have so much fun doing these streams. Before we dive into the streams, just want to do a little bit of housekeeping as always. Today, this is it. The final Honest Show Reviews of 2025. We'll be back next year. Don't worry. So if you want to be part of the Show Reviews, I'll be announcing new dates from January. So BenQ has renewed their sponsorship of the stream, and so we're going to come back next year. And we're going to come back again next year. We're going to be doing 14 live streams next year. And so it will be more than once a month. I'll be publishing dates and links and everything on January for everyone to be able to log in. But yes, we will not have any streams in December. That's mainly because, oh, sorry, I just noticed that I have the wrong camera on the corner there when I'm like talking to you guys now. There you go, that's the correct camera. But yeah, so it's basically December because December is Christmas, and I already have some streams anyway. We have another live stream with Foundry, which we just did one. So we just finished part 2 of the Copycat, which I've just published on YouTube. And I've published it with chapters. You guys can go and watch all of that with the chapters of all the topics covered. And we have another one. We're going to have a third stream with Foundry in the first week of December, and that will be, I will announce it soon, and that will be exclusively on Nuke 17 and on the 3D system of Nuke. And also, just dropped yesterday, if you are in for it, it just dropped yesterday. We have the new VFX Notes podcast, which is about Ex Machina, one of my favorite films of all times. And me and Ian go to all the visual effects of the film. We talk about how it was filmed and what cameras they used. It's a really nice conversation we have. We both love this film, and we show some breakdowns as well. We show some breakdowns from DNAG and some breakdowns from Milk. It's also really cool that we talk about the really hard, difficult time they had in Roto in prepping this. And I shout out to my dear friend Ricardo Freire. He was one of the composers of this film, and I also shout out to him during the stream as well. So yeah, go and check that out. I know some of you were because I got some messages were really excited about my stream of the gaming stream last week. I was supposed to do it on Friday. But hey, I don't know what happened. My stream box just died, and then my internet died, and I couldn't get it back to work, and it only worked for like 2 minutes. And then I tried for like an hour. I tried to boot it up again and reboot it and restart the internet. I could not get it to work at all. So I do apologize for that. I know a lot of people were expecting this stream on Friday, last Friday, and then nothing happened. I'm so sorry, and some people messaged me about it. So I'm gonna try again this Friday. So this Friday, join me from 4 o'clock. I'll be playing some games. I'm gonna be playing Silent Hill F and The Thing Remastered, and By Sweet Carol, which is the game I really want to show you. I've been trying to do this for 2 weeks, and I really want to show you this game. This game is outstanding, and I just can't wait to show you. It is a great game. Hey Nikki, how you doing? Shout out to Nikki on Twitch. They have some really cool streams as well going on there, Nikki. So go and support Nikki Dangerous on Twitch. They do a lot of really cool streams. So over there. So go and check them out. Okay, cool. One last drop I must have is that currently my course is 25%, is 60% off. Black Friday, you know, as always, like I kind of feel that Black Friday is Black November, really. I only started the Black Friday discount this week, but I have a feeling that Black Friday discounts this year were like from the 1st of November. So everything is a Black Friday discount. So yeah. No exception. I also have one. So that's the Black Friday discount. Just type just go to my shop. Both my courses on Black Friday, and it's 60% off. And it's just Black Friday 25. That's the discount code. You also have a little tick box there. You can tick on it, and it automatically gives you the discount as well. So it's even easier now than having to put the code. You actually have a tick box there that you can go in there and click on it as well. And yeah, that's really it for now. And of course, don't forget that you can support me on Patreon if you want. If you like the show, if you like my channel, make sure you consider becoming a Patreon on my channel. I have some exclusive videos and exclusive content on Patreon. You also have access to different types of tiers as well. You can also become a member on YouTube and then become part of the credits. And just like 5D Nick became a member just today. So thank you so much, 5D Nick, for becoming a member of my channel. Your name will be on the credits at the end of my videos and also at the end of my streams as well. So can't thank you enough for that and for all the support that I get every year on this channel. Thank you so much. And make sure you tell your friends. Like I'm really trying. I'm making an effort now, trying to get to 100,000 subscribers, and I'm so close. I'm almost at 70 now, and I only have 30 to go. And I know if I get to 100,000, I can get support from YouTube. I can also get like a little tick box saying that I'm certified, and I get one of those plaques, those silver plaques from YouTube. Would be an amazing achievement for my channel. So make sure you tell your friends if you like my channel, if you think that it could be good for them. Share it around, tell other people about it. Maybe some people like the showreel reviews. Maybe some people like the visual effects notes podcast. Maybe some people like my nuke compositing streams. There's different stuff on my channel. There's some gaming as well on my channel. Just share it around. I'm really making an effort trying to get to 100,000 subscribers. And it's been really difficult to try to reach that number lately. You know, I was going really quick, but now it's become more difficult. But yeah. But I can't thank you all enough for all the support. Thank you so much. And without further ado, I'm just going to let you all know, of course, as always, that I could not do this stream without BenQ. And as you know, BenQ has been a sponsor of these streams for a long, long time. I have my BenQ shirt here. There you go. There you go. And I have my ambassador's badge and BenQ badge as well. Thank you so much, BenQ, for all the support over the years. I'm going to just run a real quick commercial from BenQ. They're sponsoring the stream. Can't thank enough, Vincent, for all the support they give me. BenQ Europe. has been so kind in the past, and they're going to continue with my channel next year. So I'm going to roll their commercial. It's just 1 minute long, and I'll see you very soon. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you once again for all the support that you give me all the time. And thank you so much. I could not really do this channel without you. Okay, well, with further ado, let's just get on with the showreel reviews. We have 2 showreel reviews today. And so I'm going to go hop on to Google Meet and see if they are here. I'm a bit worried because one of the persons sent me their showreel, and I have them, but the other person did not. So they booked it, never confirmed, and they did not send the showreel. So I'm a bit skeptic that we're going to have to. We might just have one. So because Aisha never really sent me the showreel and never got back to me. So Shay has done that. They've confirmed, and I have their showreel. So at least we have one of them that confirmed. But the other one, I'm not so sure. We'll go and see. I have a really quick question here from hey mode 7876. How you doing? How you good? I have a question on Twitch actually. Look at that. Twitch is more lively today than YouTube. Can't believe it. So I have a question from Raid it. I guess that's it. Hugo, I wanted to ask you about some hardware that suit better for Nuke. Also, do you still use the workstation you got in the description here, or do you got some upgrades? Yeah, I believe the workstation on Twitch. I can't even remember what I wrote there. That's a good question. It's been a while since I updated that thing. I think it's still the same. I believe so. I'll go and check real quick. I need to go and check my own Twitch. I'll go and check that real quick. So let's just have a look here. What do we have here? So what did I wrote here? Yeah, that's still the same workstation. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna share my screen real quick here. So yeah, so that's what I wrote here. I'm gonna have to make this bigger because this is really tiny for you guys to check. So where is it? Yeah, here we go. So Mac Pro 2019, that's still the same one I have. 28 cores, 56 threads, for 384 gigs of RAM. Oh yeah, there's one thing. Yeah, so I'm so lucky that I have 384 gigs of RAM. Man, it's so expensive to buy RAM now. I'm like, damn. It is like so ridiculously expensive. I'm so happy that I got it at the time that I got it. But yeah, and it's true, I have a dual GPU, so I know it only says one, but it's a special graphic card that has 2 GPUs inside, so that's also correct as well. And also have, yeah, that's still there. The Sonnet is, no, well, actually I have a Sonnet 8 by 8, so I have one that has not, I need to update this. The one I have now has 8 M2s, not just 4. The Apple, yeah, the burner is still there. The Blackmagic is still there. These are the monitor. Well, I'm missing one of the monitors. I need to update that. And I think I need, yeah, I have to do a few updates, but the main computer is still here. I am missing, yeah, and then the second computer is this one, the Mac Pro 2013. So yeah, it's pretty much still the same thing that I use for visual effects. I keep telling this to people all the time. I bought this in 2019. This is like 6 years ago. And machines, when I buy them really high spec, and they last for like 7 years. And so I'm not really expecting to change it anytime soon. So yeah, it's kind of still the same. But yeah. But cool, man. You have 256 gigs of RAM. Good luck. Like I do have experience with 2 GPUs in Nuke. Yes, it's really good to have 2 GPUs in Nuke, mainly because you get you get to do a lot of background work, so you can actually render in the background, and you can really have like a lot of 4K monitors, and at the same time and still have Nuke, and they still have GPU separation. Especially for copycat, it's really good to have GPU acceleration. So I'm really recommend having dual GPU always, even if it's only to use one of the GPUs in Nuke and the other GPU for your system, or for other things at the same time. So for example, running 3D rendering at the same time as you compositing, for example, or something like that. So yeah, so I think that 2 GPUs is really a good option. Yeah, I hope I have answered your question. Anyway, let's give it a go with Aisha here, see if they're here. And yeah, and hopefully they are here. And then we can continue our stream. Let's see if they are here. It says no one else is here. Uh-oh. Oh man, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Yeah, so I'm not sure if anyone is here. We'll wait a little bit, see if they show up. But if they don't, that's what I was saying. Like, no one confirmed, so I should never confirmed. They never confirmed. They never send me the showreel. Maybe they'll show up. I don't know. I'm gonna give them a couple minutes to see if they show up. If they don't show up, hopefully Shay is already here, and then we can go there. So yeah, so Mikael, hey Mikael, how are you doing? They say, Mikael says 32 gigs of RAM and a GT. Oh my god, you have that. Hey, if it works, it works. It's fine. Hey, it still works, right? You still get job done. It doesn't really matter what you have. It doesn't, really doesn't. Except if it's like, of course, you can't do anything with the Pentium 4, not anyway, or like using like a machine from 2000. Of course, that's not gonna really work out. But hey, you use what you use. A GTX 1060, it's still viable, man. It's still viable. Go for it. Hope I've helped your. Okay. So Ray is saying, I'm thinking about adding a second 390, and I was wondering if the N-Link will work in Nuke. So the N-Link won't work directly in Nuke. Nuke will automatically detect the dual GPU, but be sure that here's the trick for the dual GPU. It has to be the same graphic card, specifically the same. It has to be the same brand, the same graphic card, the same VRAM, the same specs, the same speed, the same clock. If it's not, it won't really work well, or you might have issues, or it might pick the slowest one. So when you get a dual GPU setup, make sure you buy both cards at the same time so that they're exactly the same card. That's the most important thing. So if you buy another one later on, if it's a different brand, or if it has a different clock, or if it's slightly different, you're going to have a lot of problems with compatibility. That's why I bought my GPU, my dual GPU, is a single box with 2 cards inside. It's like one of these hybrid cards that they've made a while ago. So, hey Rodrigo, how you doing? Such a shame to waste your time like that. It's fine, Now I actually I've become a bit more serious about this. On my LinkedIn post and on my social media post, I do name the people that are supposed to come to the show. And so the names are out there, and so now people know who didn't show up. And so I'm not doing that for shaming or anything. I'm just saying that you should be more professional. If you can't show up, you need to contact me, you need to email me, message me, do anything. And I'm gonna, before I give up on this, of course, I'm just gonna do one final check on my email. Just one final check, because of course people can always cancel. That's fine. I don't mind if people cancel. I don't mind if people cancel last minute, if they can't really do it, but I do mind if they don't say anything. Yeah, I'm just checking my mail here, and yeah, I don't have. Yeah, they didn't message me, they didn't email me. I'm just checking my email as well. I've just checked LinkedIn. No messages there. Just double checking before I give up on this. So let's see here. Okay, so let's just double check if they have emailed me in the meantime. I did email them 2 days ago and then yesterday again. Just going to check if they have answered back. And no, they have not answered back. So yeah, that's the thing. I keep saying this to people, like, if you can't show up, please let me know. Please say something. It's really a waste of time because I could have done this slot with someone else. There's other people that wanted to be here today. And I keep saying this to everyone. It's no problem if you need to cancel. It's not a problem at all. You can just message me, say, oh, I'm sick, or I have to do something else, or I have work, or something else came up. That's fine. That's not absolutely fine. No problem with that whatsoever. We all have issues that sometimes happen. It's not a problem at all. But if you book it, please answer my email. That's the only thing I ask. And this keeps happening all the time. And so, actually, if you're listening to, please answer email next time. And please respond to me and let me know in advance that you can't be here. Because it's not fair for the other people that could have been here. So I just checked my email. They're not here. And they're not showing up. And they have not sent the showreel either. So yeah, it's fine. Let's I'll wait a couple more minutes, and then if not, it's fine. I can't control this. I can't. The only thing I can do is just message them, post the name, contact them on LinkedIn. That's the only thing I can do, and then we'll see what happens. Okay. I'll continue with the answers and questions since now we're too early for the next one, but maybe they're already here. We'll see. Hopefully they are here already, the next contestant. So, okay. So yeah, so Ray, don't forget, if you get Ray on Twitch, don't forget that if you do get a second GPU, make sure it's the same exact one. Otherwise, it's not going to work out. Let's see here. Ray, less PC power, make us learn more optimization tricks. Yeah, I try to do that all the time. I think I do that on my streams when I do the disk constructions in Nuke and everything. Ray also is asking, AMD or NVIDIA for Nuke, which one works better? For copycat and inference, I believe that it's better with NVIDIA. This is the thing, like, yes, NVIDIA in paper is much, much better, but I've been having something that is very peculiar, and I've been talking with Foundry support about this. So I just did some benchmarks between my AMD setup on Copycat and my RTX that I have on that laptop that I showed on the last stream. And the funny thing is that on my machine, the Copycat setup, the training, I used the same shot. I did exactly the same shot with 5,000 epochs. And on my dual AMD, it took 45 minutes to do the training, and it looked perfect. Perfect. And on my laptop, the laptop with the RTX 490, it took only 15 minutes. So that's like less than half. It's like a third of the time. It only took 15 minutes, but the training was not correct. And so I messaged Foundry about this because I used the same exact shot, the same exact epochs, the same exact settings on both machines, and somehow the AMD training was slower, but it worked. It cleaned up all the dots and all the cleanup worked. But then the same training with the same epochs and the same settings on the NVIDIA card didn't clean all the dots out. And so I have a disparity between the quality of the final training with the same settings. So I can only understand that there's something going on between the NVIDIA technology and the AMD technology that is making it different. So one is slower, but it's doing the job correctly, and the other one is faster, but it's not doing the job correctly. So I ended up then testing, and I had to do 3 times more epochs to get the same result that I got from the AMD. So in the end, what happened was that it took me the same amount of time on both machines, because it took me 45 minutes on the AMD to make it work with all the cleanup dots and all the cleanup to be ready on Copycat with 5,000 epochs. But then on the laptop, on the RTX, I had to do 15,000 epochs for it to do the same result as that I had on the AMD. So it ended up also taking 45 minutes long. So there's something very strange going on here, and I don't know yet what it is, and hopefully they'll answer me, and then the next Nuke stream I can talk about this. And because there's definitely some... So my answer about the NVIDIA versus the AMD, I don't know yet. For everything else, I love the AMD cards. I don't have no issues with it whatsoever. So I like them. It's fine. The AMD, I can't use NVIDIA on my Mac anyway, so it doesn't really matter. That's a cool little animation. Thank you so much, Films Flexony. Is that how I say it? Thank you so much. You're my #1 fan. Oh no, that's dangerous. Have you ever seen Misery? Have you ever seen that film? If you watched Misery from Stephen King, it's a really good horror movie. It's from the late 90s, I believe. And they also say, I'm your #1 fan. Thank you so much for the donation. It means a lot to me. Thank you so much, my friend. It really means a lot to me. You have a channel. Yes. Let's... do you want me to promote your channel, or what do you do on your channel? I'm looking at now. You only have a few videos. Okay, cool. Well, thank you so much for promoting, for sponsoring, and for subscribing, and also for supporting the channel like this. I can't thank you enough. It's really, really cool what you just did. Thank you so much. It means the world to me for you to support the channel like that. Thank you. And again, I'm always worried when someone said they're my #1 fan, because I always remember Misery. I always remember that movie and how scary that movie is. And then I don't know if you guys know the movie I'm talking about. It's the movie where she picks up a hammer and breaks both legs of the writer. That's the movie I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, go and watch it. Misery. Really good movie, but really scary as well. And she also says, I'm your #1 fan. I'll put the name here on the... I don't know if you guys know about this movie. So, you know, it's from the 90s. You know, I know people sometimes don't know. Oh, come on, Ray. More donations? Oh man, thank you so much. Why are you guys all doing donations? Don't do this to me. You're gonna make me cry. That's the movie that I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Raidit. Thank you so much for the donation. I can't thank you enough. That's the movie I'm talking about, Misery. It's such a good movie, man. It's a psychological horror. It's like, yeah. Don't break my legs. Please don't. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this movie? Man, it's so good. I love it. I'm not gonna play it on the stream, because if I do that, I might get demonetized as usual. But I might just put a picture of it. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It's this image here. Look at that. It's this image here. I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys to see. I'm going to put it on the screen. This is the image I'm talking about. Yes. Be careful. Be careful. I'm your #1 fan. Yeah. Yeah, she has a hammer. Look at that. She's so nice with the little hammer there. Oh my God. Thank you so much, Ray, for the donation. That means so much to me. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, I saw that that Shay is here. Thank you so much, Shay. You're already here. So I'm gonna quit this call. So Isa, please let me know if you're okay. I hope you're okay, Isa. And really hope that you're okay. Hope everything is well with you. Please let me know if you want to join my showreel reviews next year. And please, next time, maybe consider contacting me or letting me know that you won't be here. So just that's the only thing I would ask. So I'll have to do Shay a bit earlier then, and that's fine. Hugo in bed writing nuke scripts for #1 fan. Yes, Mikhail. Oh man. Katie Bates joked about how hard it was to date for her after the movie released. Oh my god. Must have been horrible. She must have been so scared. Like, everyone would have been so scared, right? Like, oh my god, that's horrible. Poor girl. That happens all the time, especially in Brazilian soap operas. I remember when I was in Portugal, when someone was the bad guy on a Brazilian soap opera, people would come up to the street to that actor and spit in their face and say, "Oh, I hate you." So that happens all the time. Like, some actors become stuck with those roles, and they become typecast. It's like, remember Gene Hackman? Gene Hackman used to always play the villain on every film, and he was the loveliest guy in the world. He was so nice and so lovely and so friendly, and he was always the bad guy on every movie, and it was always the joke. It is like, you get typecast. That's the problem. Films Flexony, thank you so much, and Ray did it. Thank you so much for this, for the donations. I can't thank you enough. Okay, so let's see here on Twitch. Let's see here. Quite interesting. Need to test more. Yes, I do. I really need to test more this thing with the AMD versus the NVIDIA. I really need to find out. What's going on there. Why are we getting different things, which is a bit weird. Okay, so Shay just sent me a message saying that they don't have a link. Sorry, I thought you had the link, but I'll give you the link again. That's not a problem at all. Not a problem at all. I'll just send you the link again. So just a second. I think it's still the same link, though. I still think it's the same link. It's just that it was supposed to be. I think you can still join the same thing. Even earlier, I believe you can still join. I've sent you the link again. So, but yeah, let's jump in. Or do I need to change the date? Maybe I do need to change the date. Do I? Can I actually start the call before the time? Not sure. I've never done that because I've never been on time. This is the first time ever that I'm going to be on time. Well, let's try that. Shay, why don't you come in and see if you can actually join the call? I'm not actually sure. Yeah. Oh, thanks for saying that, Ray. If you want to do more tests, I can prove my PC. Oh, yeah, you can. Yeah, Shay is just now joined the call. Thank you so much for offering that, Ray. Don't worry. I have a PC here. I have this bulky beast. This is a Lenovo P14, I believe. It has like an RTX 490. It's more than, with 16 gigs of VRAM. It's more than enough for the tests that I'm doing. It's fine. Thank you so much for saying that. Okay. Let's start the showreel reviews. About time. We've been on for 40 minutes. So, and yeah, let's try this. Okay. Can you hear me, Shay?
Yes. Hello.
Right. Is it Shay? Is it Hazard?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Do you want me to share your webcam on the stream or just the audio? It's up to you. It's not a problem.
Whatever you want.
Okay. Well, let's just do this real quick. Okay, cool. Okay, great. So, thank you so much for joining, and thank you so much for joining before the time.
Thank you.
Much appreciated for you to be able to actually join beforehand. It's the first time I'm actually early. It's never happened before. So Shay, thank you so much for sending the show reel, and thank you so much for joining the show. It's a really wonderful to have you here. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Oh, like that?
Yeah, just like where are you calling from and how long have you been doing this? What do you do? Like, yeah, just let us a little bit about yourself.
So I'm a third year student at the University of West London.
Cool.
And I started, like, I learned Nuke like a year ago.
Okay. Okay.
And yeah, ever since then, so I'm just like practicing.
Ah, cool. So a year ago in the job, and the showreel we're about to watch, is that the result of the last year that you've been playing around with? Did you do other softwares before that, or?
So I'm using Maya, Nuke, and Houdini.
Okay, cool.
Yes. And the first three shots, I was doing them with the guidance of Josh Parks during the summer.
Ah, cool. Oh, he's great. He's amazing.
Yes, he's the best.
Yeah, yeah, he's so good. Yeah, he's so good.
Yes. And the fourth one, I was doing it last year as part of my university submission.
Okay, cool.
So yeah. And also, like I sent you one more shot, which is the green screen shot that I'm working on at the moment. It's not ready. I just completed like the green screen part.
Okay,
And we
cool.
can have a look at it.
Which one do you want to start with first?
The first one, like the complete
The
showreel.
complete shirt. Okay, so I'm gonna
Yeah.
just share my screen because if you watch the stream, it's gonna be too slow. It's gonna be like
Hmm.
super delayed, and might as well you just watch it through the stream. So just
Okay.
give me a second. So I have them all here as well. So wait a minute, I think I shared the wrong stream, the wrong screen. Apologies for that. So window, that would have been entire screen, screen 2. There we go. So now I'm sharing the correct one. Just give me a second. Yes, you probably see it now, right?
Yeah.
Great. So we'll start with the compositing reel. I'm gonna mute it because I don't want to be copyright striked on YouTube as usual. And so I'm gonna just mute it here, and I'm gonna like just bring us over here as well. There you go. Now I have this here as well, so we can put ourselves here on the little corner. Okay, so cool. Okay, cool. So we'll just have ourselves here, and I'm gonna just loop this thing, and we'll talk it through together. Okay, cool. So, and the showreel, you said that the other shot was still work in progress, but what about the rest? Is the rest kind of ready, or kind of like in a good place? How are you feeling on that?
The rest, I feel they're ready, I
Cool,
think.
cool, excellent. Yeah, I know some of these shots from Park as well, so that's cool. So okay, cool. I'm just gonna put it in the corner here, and I'll put myself on the top there. It's probably easier this way. Okay, cool. I haven't seen it yet, so I'm just watching it for the first time. I try my best to like see them for the first time, like if it was like a review that you would have had, if you would have joined me on a recruitment booth or had an interview on a company. So I'm just watching it for the first time ever. Okay. You already have a lot of work. And in the other shot that you're still preparing, it's from Action VFX. I saw that as well.
Yes.
Cool. And I see a lot of softwares here. So are you like mainly compositing, or do you also feel like you're a 3D generalist as well? How do you
No,
feel?
mainly compositing. Just the fourth one, the castle one. I made the entire shot. Like I was shooting it, modeling it, texturing it.
Oh, I see.
And I also used Mocha Pro for the tracking,
Oh, I see. I see. I see. Okay, cool.
for the patches, for the cleanup.
Okay, I see. I see. I see. Okay. Well, let's go shot by shot and let's talk about it. So, have you sent this showreel to anyone already? Have you sent it to companies, or how long? Sorry, maybe you already said that. How many years more, or how much more time do you still have to finish your degree, your
So I'm
course?
graduating this year,
Okay,
like on May.
cool.
And I have sent it to some people to get feedback and also for companies for
Did
applications.
you get any replies, any feedback whatsoever, anything?
Yes, I got feedback from a comp lead from Framestore
Oh,
in the
cool,
UK.
cool,
Yeah.
cool,
And also producer at HBO
cool.
and some FX guy from Framestore,
Okay,
not compositor.
you're in UK, aren't you?
I'm in the
Okay,
UK,
cool,
yes.
cool. Cool. That's awesome. Okay, let's start with the first one. So this is keying. Let's have a look here. Keying, background integration, eye replacement, laser beam, and grading. So tell me a little bit about this shot. Like this shot is from the Tears for Fears short film, isn't it?
Correct.
And let me ask you, like, how long did you actually took to do a shot like this? Like, if you don't mind me asking.
So it was 1 month.
1 month, okay.
Um, yes, because I use here different ways to key, additive keys and like different like techniques of stacking to get the best edges.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and also the eyes, they took a while to do.
The tracking, yeah.
And also I think it was like the first proper shot that I was doing in Nuke. Because beforehand, like I was doing university project and I had less experience in that.
Cool. And the eyes, let's start with the eyes. Like the eyes, are they done by hand, or did you use copycat or anything like that? How did you achieve them?
By hand.
By hand, okay. Have you tried doing something like this on copycat?
No, but I have used Boris Silhouette for the second piece.
Okay, cool. I was just asking because this is a very similar case scenario to what DNEG has done with Copycat on Dune 2, where they did a Copycat setup and a machine learning setup to do the rotos for the eyes, and it worked really well. So that's what I was asking. And have you experimented or tried Copycat?
No, but I should. I know.
You should, yeah. You definitely should. If you have some time, maybe check my. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, but I just really recently made 2 live streams about Copycat. They are on my channel. They are the 2 last streams I've did. The one before this one. So if you go to the live tab on my channel, on my YouTube channel, there is 2 part 1 and part 2 live streams with Copycat, where I go through the setup and I go through the roto setups and the painting setups, and yeah, have a look at them, because you'll probably be surprised on how easy it is to get into it and how good results you get out of it. So I would recommend you. And also, like, a lot of the companies are going to ask you probably if you have used it before, because most companies are using it in production. So cool. Well, the eyes look great. I think you did a great job with the eyes. It looks really hairy. It looks really like almost like a vampire. It's looking great. I think you did a really good job. The tracking looks on point. The type of lighting that you put on the eyes is just enough. It's subtle enough. It works really well. So well done there. Then goes on to the key itself. So there's a few issues happening on the balcony. That's the first thing that I noticed right away. Let's just see here. Where's the final footage? Yeah, the final footage. So mainly the biggest problem you're, of course, experiencing is that this was shot so bright and you're doing night to day. So that's always a challenge because it's such a bright shot that they shot. And so with that, you're going to have always the problems with edges, because when you convert it to nighttime, you start having and developing some strange edges that are not going to match the actual lighting of what's on the shot. So the first issue you're having is that you have these black edges. Where is it? There, that's the final version, yes. So you're developing like some really subtle black edges on this side of the pillars there, and you also like to have some subtle slight black edges on this side here and on this side. I think overall all of your pillars are having these little really tiny black edges going on both on the right side and on the left side, more pronounced on the right side. So I would recommend you to go in there and zoom in really a lot and just try to see if you can maybe erode that, or if you can edge extend this section so that you can get rid of some of these dark black bluish edges that you're having there. Okay?
Yeah.
So that would be my first thing that I would do to try to fix that. The other thing as well that is a bit more difficult to fix, but it's also producing a bit of a strange problem, is the lighting directions and lighting intensity. So you've just put the night shot on the background, which is looking really nice with the bouquet and the photo that you picked. But because the shot was because you have on the original plate so much light intention on the left side, especially on these pillars, you have these really bright edges because I'm assuming there was some kind of light source on that side that is behind this pillar or something. And so when you put the night shot, you still have that light direction. And so it looks to me like it probably has to be a bit darker. I wouldn't believe that it would pick up so much light. The night sky and the night background would never give you a rim light like this. So you probably want to tone that down a little bit. And I think that's why also it looks a bit more strange, because it's coming out a bit more as well. So anything you can do, but maybe color correcting it or maybe using masks. Some people on like Modo7876 on the chat is suggesting using normal passes relighting. I'm not so sure that will work, Mod. I think it's too small for the light. Unless you get a really good normal pass to set up, you could give it a go, but it's always a bit of a lottery, because producing a normal pass with Copycat, it's always a bit of a lottery. It might not work. So you need to see if that will work. But I kind of doubt it. I kind of doubt it. I think an edge extend, a color smear, that's a good... Ray is on Twitch suggesting a color smear. I definitely think an edge extend will work over there. Okay, cool. So that's that. And then the rest, I think you did a really good job. Like, I think the hair is looking really good. You did a good job with the key. It's a little bit soft, but also it's a little bit soft there, but he is an old man. He has really thin hair. That's usually the case with white hairs. And so I can believe it. And I think you did a good job with the detail. You have really nice hair detail there. The shoulders are looking good. The other soldier looks fine. If anything, maybe I would just either put a little bit more atmosphere on the plate or less atmosphere on the background. The only reason I'm saying that is because you have a lot of atmosphere going on here on these buildings, and then this soldier is like with pure black point, the whole thing. And so I would probably lift it ever so slightly, because I could believe that this person is on darkness because he's over here with the pillar, but then this thing, he would probably get picked up with some light or some atmosphere from the background. So maybe just really subtly lift a little bit the blacks. I think that would work better than darkening the background. I think I like the fogginess of the background. It's more about light, like using just a very, very subtle lift on your grade node to just lift just this area here to have him a little bit more merged into the background. So you don't have such a huge discrepancy between black points here, so just to have a sense of depth. And again, you could give it a go. If you go to the cat tree on the Foundry's website, there are two really good depth generators from Copycat. There's a Depth Pro and the Midas. I think it's called Midas. But the Depth Pro is really powerful, and it produces really good depth results. I think it's... let's see here. So, Catry... Nuke. I always have to put Nuke, because if I only put Catry, it just shows up cats. So, I would advise you to either try Midas, this model here. These are really easy. You just download them and install them on Nuke. It's super easy. It's like one click. The Midas is a bit unstable, but because your shot is so static, it might work. The Depth Pro is slower, but it's more accurate. So then you can produce like a depth pass, and then with this depth pass, you could use it as a mask and then color correct the background, and then you could probably get... I'm talking about the plate. You can probably get the balcony a little bit more fogged up, and then this person a bit more fogged up. You might get some edge problems with him, but then what you could do is you could mask him out of that depth pass. So you could just use that. I think that would work really well. So yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. And Ray is saying something on Twitch, which is really... That's just something I said on my live stream on Copycat. These two are nice, but the best one is not here. But you can install it separately. The best generator of depth, and I showed that on my stream, is by far the this thing, depth anything V2. So that's by far the best generator, much more stable than those two, and it's the same thing. It's quite easy to install as well. So you just go to if you just go to GitHub and install depth anything inside Nuke, then you get an even better estimation of depth. And again, I showed this on my live stream, on the last live stream I did on YouTube. So yeah, maybe have a look at that. Cool. So yeah, apart from that, I think you did doing a really good job, and I think it's a really good shot. I mean, these are really small things, like really tiny things. It's just the edges and the fog thing, but I think it's really looking good. So congratulations, it's a great shot.
Thank you.
Yeah. There's some other notes here and some other people saying things. Mikael is saying light comes from lamps on the balcony. There's more of them on the left. I'm not sure what you mean, Mikael. Slight misaligned with laser and barrel laser, a bit higher than barrel axis. Well, I'm not sure, man. I think you're really nitpicking now. The laser could have been from there. So, and that's also the red light is from yours. It's on the plate. Yeah, that's actually on the plate, isn't it? Yeah, it is. So this red light is already there. Yeah, I see that. Then you put the laser.
Yeah.
I think the laser is in the correct place. I don't really see a problem with that. Okay, cool. Okay, let's move on to the next shot. So CG integration, smart vectors, nuke particles, lens attributes. Okay, so I've seen this shot many times before. On other show reels, other people, and because it's from Park's course, isn't it?
Yeah.
So you did a great job. I really like what you went with it, because I've seen this shot so many times with different people, and I really like the fogginess and the frostiness that you gave to the shot. The whole whiteness and it really reminds me of Game of Thrones, and really reminds me of those frosty
this was my reference.
Yeah, it reminds me of that when they go beyond the wall, and it just makes it look like that. You did a great job. So the displacements are looking great. I really don't have anything to say. I think you did a great job. It's really also cool that you picked up some ambers and make them like snow, which is a really interesting thing that you did, because those are amber.
With SD maps.
Yeah, those are ambers that you had. This is what, like these ones that are floating around. Those are
these ones are the nuke particles, but like he also has some on his head, which is like SD maps and just roto.
Cool.
Great.
Cool.
But yeah, I then also made some snow in nuke.
Cool.
But like it's very subtle.
Just gonna look at the original plate here. Yeah, that's the original plate. Yeah, that's really nice touch. The snow on the hair and everything, that's a really nice touch. Cool. I really have nothing to say. It's a great shot. It's really well made. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. What's happened? How did you do the this kind of like the breath, the white breath? Is that an element that you got, or is it done somewhere else? Someone else?
I built it in Nuke, the entire thing.
Cool.
I used noise. I animated it. I used like a matrix trick that like pick up just like the left side of the of the noise.
Yeah.
And I also used estimate to distort the background behind the like this breath, so like it will get like the feeling that like it's super cold.
Yeah. That's really cool. Just with the noise and then the displacement as well. That's really nice. Really nice work. Really great development.
And then like I needed to roto the monster a bit, so like the breath won't be above it.
Yeah.
So I used like some of the AOVs that I had.
Yeah, because you didn't
because I'm a bit lazy.
because you probably didn't had the object ID for just this part, didn't you? This trunk
No,
parse. Yeah, yeah,
if I had depth pass, I could also do it very easily, but I didn't
yeah,
have.
yeah, yeah. Well, this is the kind of stuff that you usually, if you're in a company, would have asked for that pass from the 3D system, from the 3D department. Or sometimes we tend to render deep layers just so we can have layering, so we can layering things like this. This would have
Yeah,
been a candidate to render out a deep layer, just an like just a beauty deep, so that you could just like pixel
yeah,
cut with deep crop, and then try to
yeah,
cut that out. So cool, great job. Okay, so next up, so we have projections, deep compositing, and nuke particles. So what's going on here? Like, is this what have you? This is from a piece of footage that you
yes.
got, or
So yes, so wait, you can see
oh,
in a
I see.
moment
So
the
projections. This
original
is
one. This is the original footage. I projected everything on cards,
so this is a
made
photo.
camera
Then it's
movement.
not a footage;
Yes,
it's a piece of photo. Okay, cool,
yes.
cool. Okay, cool. And you took out the New York and put New Gotham. That's nice. Okay. Okay. Mikhail has a little note, but that's something you can't really change, Mikhail, for the last shot, because he's saying the hair of the actor is going to one direction and the breath is going to the other direction. There is ways of doing this that you could have believed that maybe the wind is hitting the actor and the breath of the actor, the breath of this monster is the opposite way. The only way this could be fixed on any way whatsoever would be if the breath would be reversed. That would be the only way. So if instead of him breathing in is like exactly actually sucking in, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense on a practical shot. So my answer to you, Mikhail, on the comment is that this would be definitely a creative decision that the director would have to make a decision. Like, do you want the breath to go match the hair, or do you want the sucking instead of him sucking him in with the hair? This is something that would have to be decided that way. There's really no way of doing it in any other way, because the only way is to reverse everything. But I don't think it would look logical for it to be reversed. So that would be my answer to that. But it's well spotted, Mikhail, for the wind direction. But I still think from a creative point of view, no one cares. I think it's like really like about the monster breathing on him. So like it is like that, I think. Okay, cool. Yeah, and Pixel Fudger. Hey, Pixel Fudger. I haven't seen you in a long time. Thanks for being in the chat. Pixel Fudger is saying, I've seen this shot many times. This is an excellent version of it. Look at
Thank you. Thank you
that.
so much.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've seen you in the chat, Pixel. Yeah, I agree with Pixel Fudger. It's a great version of this shot. And it's also a different version. I think you did a great job, Shay, because you did a frosty version. We keep seeing a fire version and a amber's version. It's always like fiery, and you just did the reverse. It's great. It's really good. This is really how you want to. This is how you want to do it. Like you want to make sure you stand out of the other shots that people have done it. So, okay, so. This shot is looking nice, but you're having some issues with the shot that really is something to do with the original plate that you have, which are a limitation that you're always going to have with this plate. The plate itself doesn't have a lot of dynamic range, so because it's just I'm assuming it's a JPEG, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so you're having some issues with dynamic range, with the brightness of the I believe this is the Chrysler Building. Is this the Chrysler Building? I think it's the Chrysler Building.
It is the Empire State one.
Is that the Empire State? I always confuse it with the Chrysler Building, because they're always like the same. Yeah, so the Empire State is like a little bit clamped here, and I think that.
But I was doing it on purpose. Like I graded each of them. Like I made it like a bit clamped, so it will seem more like far.
Yeah, I know, but you see, it's already clamped. You see,
I see.
that's the problem. This is the original photo. You have also clamped highlights on the buildings here. You have clamps inside these buildings here. The
Yeah, I
the
get what you
problem,
mean.
yeah, the problem is because this is like not nighttime and it was a JPEG.
Mm-hmm.
If it was real nighttime, like which is what you're doing, what would happen is the exposure of the camera would be different. And so, depending on the camera you have, you might have been able to see a bit better inside those buildings and not actually
Mm-hmm.
have that clamped look that you're having right now.
Yeah.
So that's the main problem I have with this. I think the setup is great. You did a fantastic job with the projection setup, making it look like it moves a bit. The parallaxing is looking subtle and correct. It's not exaggerated. Usually people tend to exaggerate and it makes it look like a miniature. I think you did a great job with the very subtle parallaxing that you have here. I just think what really brings down your shot is the dynamic range of the windows and the building, and it's making it look like it kind of makes it look like it's a photo. That's the problem I'm having with the shot.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said in the beginning, I don't think you can do much about it. Like there's really no way around it because the dynamic range is just not there. So it's never really gonna work that better. The other thing as well that I would say is that you might have went a bit too far with the glow and the haziness of the shot. I feel like usually when we see these really night shots of Gotham in Batman movies, especially the last Batman movie, it's usually tends to be a bit sharper than this. And so I would have preferred for the new Gotham letters to be sharper and to actually not have so
Mm-hmm.
much glow, and also the building as well, because it kind of looks a bit like it all has a bit too much Vaseline on the lens or something. I feel like it would have been nicer if it was sharper. And I think you have that sharpness on the original plate. I think the sharpness is there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you have all this is, I'm missing this. I'm missing this kind of really nice lines and just the almost no defocusing, completely open, like really high f-stop, really sharp plate. And I
Mm-hmm.
think you're going a bit too far with the blurriness and also the
But
depth of
then
field as well.
would it match the like the fact that it's raining?
Well, but the problem is even if it's raining, what? Why are you? Let me show you this. Like, notice there's a moment here on your. Let me just yeah. So you see here, this is actually looking better than that. I think you went too far with the defocusing because as a director of photography, think about it. If there was a director of photography photographing this, why would they defocus? Because
Mm-hmm.
they would be focusing on the new Gotham logo. That would be their point of focus, and you defocused that logo, and it only makes sense to defocus that if you had a foreground element, if there was a person here, or if there was another element for your eye to look.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, your depth of field goes nowhere. You're not pointing to anything, and so that's why it looks so foggy and so. It's not actually. I don't think it's the glow. Now that I've seen the depth of field, I think it's the depth of field. I think you went too far. And in
Mm-hmm.
fact, I don't think you need depth of field because the original photo doesn't have that. And so you can just
Mm-hmm.
leave it as it is. It tends to be that we in production don't really touch the depth of field unless we're asked to do that because
Mm-hmm.
usually the DOP has set the depth of field on the shot and that's what they want. And in this case, your photo should be giving you the clue of what the depth of field of the shot should be, unless there's a request, or if it was a transformative shot, if you had a person talking in the foreground, or an element, or imagine an helicopter somewhere, or if that would have been a different thing, of course. I think it really doesn't help your shot. I think it just murks the shot. It makes it a bit more too murky. The rain
Mm-hmm.
is fine and the atmosphere is fine. It's just the depth of field that I have a problem with.
Okay.
Yeah. And also, let's see here. The other thing as well that I would say to you is because it's so visible, when you look at the way of the New Yorker sign, you have this really nice red, sharp image and glow of the neon sign for the New Yorker. I think you lost that a bit. You have a really nice thing going on here, although the reds are not matching. So you have a slight different red tone from the
Yeah, I
new
can
to
see.
the, and you also have the sharpness is also not matching. But then I think you went a bit too far. You then go into this. Neons usually don't have such a bright core. They usually are more a light, because the neon is like a strip of light, a little line of light. And I think, and you see that on the original. I think if you look at the original, you see how you
Yeah,
have one strip of light on the N, on the E, on the W. I think
yeah.
you then went too far. You made it so hot and so bright that then by the time you're done with the depth of field and the grading and everything you're doing, I think it's too murky and too glowy. So you need to step it down so that you can still regain those lines of the neons, and don't
Hmm.
get them so smudged. I think that's the problem. Um, I think it's a great shot, Shaya. Don't get me wrong, it's a great shot, but I do think these little things are not helping it. I think you could tone down the
Yeah,
depth of field and rethink a bit the glow of the neon sign. I think that would have helped.
yeah.
Yeah,
I could adjust it, yes.
yeah, exactly. Okay, cool. And then, oh, and by the way, I wanted to ask you, like, how did you do the sign? Is that just Nuke, or did you? Is that
New
like a
Gotham or the
this
Batman
the
one?
Batman sign? Yeah,
Wait, at the sky.
yeah, this guy. Yeah.
I used Photoshop to create a mask, and then I used God rays and I put it on the like in the sky
Cool,
as like a pass in a
cool,
way
cool,
using shuffle node.
cool. I would say that if you're hitting the clouds with a sign like that, I think it would have been more displaced on the clouds,
Hmm.
because it looks like you're projecting to a piece of wall. I think it's too perfect. If I remember correctly, Batman sign clouds. Let me just double check, because I think if we look, well, these are of course AI, and now I'm just gonna have AI all the time, of course. That's the problem. This is the problem now. Whenever doing references is always a problem on everything now. Yeah, here you go. So we have like several versions here, and
I
so
see.
you see well, the first one, forget about the first one. That's a 90s
More
movie.
blurred.
Exactly. That's what is actually sharper than yours. So forget about that one. That's not a good reference. I have it as an image now, so I can actually make it bigger, so we can see it a bit bigger. So I just think you see, this is nice. It's really diffused, and you're just diffusing to the clouds. That's also really nice. It's really
Hmm.
ominous, and you barely see it. That one is also nice as well. That's of course a bit of a jokey graphic thing, but I do think that you can get something. It would look better if you would make it closer to the middle ones. This is a creative note, of course.
Yeah.
You just do it if you want to, of course. But I'm just saying this because it tends to do the one you've done, which is closer to the Michael Keaton's Batman from '89. It looks like you've projected to a wall, and you want to
Yeah.
think about a cloud formation, which is more like the Affleck Batman or the Patterson Batman, where you get like really a lot of diffuse going on through the clouds. So
Yeah.
have a think of how you can achieve that. That could be a nice touch to do it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, exactly.
Would be cool.
Yeah, but again,
Also, like it will add more layers to the clouds.
it would. Yeah, yeah. Of
Because now
course,
like it seems a bit flat.
it goes to Connor Thomas on the chat on YouTube has a point. Your style on your shot is a more comical book style. So if that's the choice, then of course it looks fine. But if you
Hmm.
wanted to make it more like a filmic look, like a film, then it probably would have had to be a bit more realistic in terms of the reflection of the cloud. So it's a creative note, really, to be honest.
Hmm.
Have a think about it, if you like one or the other. It's a bit. It's a bit. Michael has sent me. He says the best reference for the sign. Okay. Oh yeah, that's That's one from on the puddle of water, isn't it? I'm gonna show it on the chat here for everyone to see. That's the one on the film. Where is it? Did it download? I don't think it downloaded. It should have downloaded, but it didn't now. So where is it? Okay. Sorry, trying to like copy it, but I hate Discord. Discord is so awkward. Okay, so clipboard. That's the one he sent me now. But this is a reflection, Mikhail. So it's when he's like looking at the sky, and I believe he's looking and there's a puddle on next to him or something. I think that's what happens. So you're watching a reflection of something that is on the puddle as well. So it's even more diffuse. So it's not really a good reference. I'm sorry to say that. Okay, cool. So I can't remember if on the film you actually see it on the. Yeah, maybe have a look at that. Have a look at on the films. How do they look? Okay, so I have seen the. I swear to God, I've seen this shot before. Was it because we just
Yes,
watched
because
it?
I asked you something about this shot like a while ago.
Okay.
I can't remember what I
I see.
asked you.
Okay, I see. Okay, so CG environment integration, cleanup, color correction, and so you actually did the whole thing here. You did the modeling, the texturing, the shooting, everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
It's in the Tower of London.
Cool. Excellent. So it looks cool. I think you did a great job. So you went over there and took the photo and filmed a little bit. Is that what you did?
Yes.
Great.
It was a pain because so many people were just like staring at me, like, what are you doing? Like, just move.
Well, you were quite lucky that you actually did you actually get a plate, or did you remove people? Did you actually found a moment?
I waited there
Okay.
for like 2 hours, and every time like I caught like a couple of seconds without people.
Well done, because you really grabbed it on. You did a fantastic job on this shot. Like, look at it. Like, you removed all the modern things. You removed all the like the roof, the new lamps. Everything has been removed. Anything that was modern, you took out. That's a trash bin. No, it's not a trash bin.
Yes,
it's a trash
it is a
bin.
bin, but like I removed just a bit of it because there was a CG on top of it.
Yeah, exactly. So
I didn't need to clean everything.
you also took away the building on the back, the modern building. Yeah, really nice job with the cleanup. And then you put the flags also, and then of course the fires. So a lot of things go really well on this shot, and some don't. So I think let's start with really positives ones for me is that you did a remarkable job with the cleanup. The cleanup is amazing. It's outstanding. Like, everything is really well removed. You did a great job. It's moving. It's very subtle, the movement, which is also really tricky to catch because it's subtle. It's a subtle movement. Yeah, so in terms of cleanup, you did a fantastic job. And then the replacement as well, you did a really good job as well. You made a really nice bridge and everything. The only thing that I don't think it worked so well was... This is the final version, isn't it? Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I think... sorry, I'm just going to go to a few frames before. Yeah, so I think your fire torches need a bit of work. I think the fire needs a bit of work. The light interaction of the fire needs a little bit of work. So the fire torches are really not working really well on your shot. And then, before we even dive into that, what exactly is happening in the middle here? Because I wanted to know, what is this like in the middle? Because I can't really understand it.
Like small knives.
Small knives?
Yeah, like from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Forgot the name of the knives that let you kill the Night Walker.
Okay. Oh, okay. Those guys. Okay. But
Yeah.
why are they with a spotlight on them? Like what's happening there?
Because if you go to the original plate, I had like this light from like a light source.
Yeah,
So
this
like
one.
I took the same light and I implemented it and put it on top of the CG. I thought like it would be a nice touch.
Yeah, but
Because then
yeah.
I felt like I needed to have a story with this scene, because then like what would the audience would look for? What would be like the point of interest? So I thought like adding these daggers and then like adding the highlight.
Okay, I see. Okay, I see. But that's a nice touch. But you didn't really completely made the light correct. Like, so because you see, that's why I'm confused about it. Because
Mm-hmm.
you see, the original light goes all the way, like, of course, this is probably the sun, I'm assuming. So the
Mm-hmm.
sun, or maybe it's just a branch between these two buildings. So, but I could have believed that it would have been the moonlight. It could have been the moonlight. The problem is that you have this entire thing going on like this, and it goes all the way, and it also leads up this side of the pillar as
Mm-hmm.
well. And when you did your CG version, you cut it. It never goes beyond this. And so I'm missing it going all the way there and then hitting
Yeah.
here because it's so bright. It almost looks like there is literally a spotlight pointing at it.
Mm-hmm.
And so it becomes very unrealistic because there's no spotlights back then. So if you want to make it like a moonlight, then there's a couple of things you need to do. Not only you need to make it maybe tone down it a bit, but also it has to go all the way like the original, all the way through the bridge here and hit this wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then also
Okay.
this wall needs to be brighter because that means that if the moon was there, and the moon
Mm-hmm.
hits all the way down here, then it would have brightened up this wall.
I have
Because
adjusted it. You think I should like gain it more?
I think so, because, well, you need to make a decision. Either you gain this more, or you tone this down. Maybe
Okay.
it's easier to tone this down. I think it would look
Mm-hmm.
more realistic if this was toned down and actually would drag a bit more. So I think it needs to be at least half, maybe even more than the light you have there. I think
Mm-hmm.
it's too much, too much brightness. And then the other thing is the torches. And so the torches, the fire that you've put in, looks very strange. So the is this a particle system that you've created yourself, or
Yeah, I was making it in Maya.
okay,
I was rushed. Like it was last note from my lecturers, so like I
okay,
did like in the last like couple of days.
okay? I see. Well, the fire looks very strange. It almost looks like it looks like plasma. It almost looks like some kind of plasma floating around. It doesn't really look like fire. I think if it was a torch, the fire would have been bigger. It would have lit up the wall as well. I
Mm-hmm.
maybe would advise you to actually use, maybe try to redo the fire, or if you don't want to do it, maybe try to see if you can find some stock that could work.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel like, fire, torch, nighttime. Let's just see if I can find a. It's so hard to find images now because of AI, but like I just, let's see here. I'm just missing the extra fire that you get. Usually torches have a darker area on the bottom, and then they have
Mm-hmm.
a big flame coming out of them. I don't know if this so much AI now on Google. It's impossible to find things. This is not really the correct one. This is too small. It has to be a bigger one. Let's see here. But you see, like this is what I mean. Like you're missing like the inner section, which is the bluish,
Yeah.
darker section. So you're missing that little section, and then the flame has to be longer. That would be
Mm-hmm.
what I would say. I think your flame has to be longer. And then, oh yeah, well, Mikhail is becoming my assistant now. He sent me a link. Thanks, Mikhail. So Mikhail sent this flame torch, not sponsored by Action VFX, but this is what's happening now. Come on, man. Yeah, I know there's a Black Friday. Yes, everything in the world has a Black Friday deal now. It's so annoying. Yeah, you see, there's a bunch here. I assume that one of them will work for that. Not sure which
But then
one,
how would
but
I adjust the angle of it?
well, but the angle, well, but you have them. I think you have some of them here that actually look like they have the angle for you. You would have to look through the library. That
Mm-hmm.
won't work, but well, maybe it will work. It's too windy, that one, so it has to be one that is a bit more stable with not so much wind.
And
Um,
then would you adjust the color around it like with
yeah,
like AP matte or
yeah. Well, give me a second. So, Yeah, these are too windy. You need to find ones. Well, like this, like I said, you might not find it on elements. You might have to do this again, but you're missing a long flame. If you do a new CG particle system, then you of course can control it and just make sure you have longer flames, and then have more light interaction on the wall, because I'm really missing the wall interaction. That's the main thing that I'm missing here, because you see. Let's see, torch, fire, night, wall. So it would have lit up so much more. Yeah, well, this is AI again, but you see how much it lights up.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find a real one. For God's sake, yeah, you see how much it lights up. You even get like the specular highlights of the materials to be lit up. So you're missing all of that on your shot. You're actually have none of them. I don't know. This looks like it's an actual image. Looks like it's an actual photo. It's really hard to find real photos these days because the world is now an AI slop. Okay.
And how would you fake it in Nuke?
Okay,
Using the normal and the position process?
Well, you have the CG. So you see, this is what I'm missing. I'm missing the specular being lit up by the fire. Which would be here. You would see them. Just see here like that, and then I just want to have too many Batmans here now. Just a second, and I don't need this. I just need this. I just need to go a bit deeper. Yeah, you see, you need to lit all this up. It needs to light up this wall and that wall here. Now, there's two ways of doing this. Because this is CG, right? Like, you actually have this on the 3D system, don't you? You actually have this somewhere on... Is it Maya, I'm assuming?
Maya, yeah.
You need to just put a spot... You need to put a light there. You need to actually put
I did.
But it's not... then it's not lighting up enough. Look, it's not even... I don't even see it. Like, is it just this little thing here?
Yes.
It needs to be so much bigger. Like you see, like, it has to be... so much more, especially because it's nighttime. You see, because it's nighttime, it's really gonna light up a lot. Like, you'll be surprised. You probably have to be like 5 times more light than this. It would light up so much that you would see a piece of this stone. You would even see a little bit of light there. You'd definitely see this entire section. You would even see a little rim light on this pillar here.
Right.
It would, you would have even see a little bit of lighting shining on the floor. It's just so, because this is nighttime. Whenever you have a torch is a really bright thing. If I could just find a piece of footage and not AI. Oh, look at it. Just look at how much light it produces. Again, this is probably all AI, but it's so hard to find things these days. Oh my God. Is this an actual photo? Yeah, this is an actual photo. I hope it is. It's from Shutterstock. It probably is. If it's a Shutterstock, they'll say if it's AI. They usually do that. And now I lost the photo, of course. This torch. Okay. Well, I lost the photo there. That's fine. I'll just download it from there. That's the one I wanted. Okay. This is definitely. Let's see. Okay. AI generated. Okay, great. Oh my God. Why are we living like this now? Why? Why is life so difficult now? It's became so difficult now for an artist to find images. Jesus Christ. Yeah, but it has to be on a wall. That's the thing. Stone. That's the problem. I just wanted to find a real photo. Maybe can Google be smart enough and say no AI? Oh wow, I put no AI and almost nothing shows up. Oh wow, this is not good. See, even at daytime, you see how much light it does. Even at daytime, yeah, you need to really pump this up. And it's gonna look great as well. It's gonna look really beautiful. And once you do that, like, maybe think about having another torch on another building, maybe, or on inside this house or something. It could be nice, you know. Nub on YouTube said, "This is why we can't have nice things." Oh man. Ray is saying AI generated images for $9. Yeah, I didn't notice that. It was that photo $9. Oh my god, $9. Something you can just prompt somewhere and just have it. Jesus Christ, so many people earning so much money with these things. It's unbelievable. Okay. Anyway, as I was saying, like you get my you know what I mean, don't you?
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean. So I'm sure you know exactly what to do. So yeah, so that would be the thing. Try to fix the fire. Try to find the real reference. My best bet would be to watch a movie somewhere and see if you can, because now I can see that Google Images sucks. You can't find anything. I'm now starting to think that my movie collection is really worth having now, because I can go and look for it. Yeah, so that would be it, and then this light on the floor. And that is it for this showreel. So let's just go to the other shot that you've made as well. So the one that you were saying that it was not complete.
A work in progress.
Yeah, exactly. Which is this one here.
Yes,
so,
I just completed keying the hair.
Okay, cool. And how is it going? Like, do you think it's gonna take a long time still, or how's it going?
I don't think so. I want like to maybe add some things to the car, maybe to use SD maps, like to put some like maybe a tattoo on her hand. But I was advised not to really touch the background.
No, I don't think
because
you
like
need to. No,
mhm,
I think if anything, the background. If I was filming this, I would have filmed much faster, or I would have made it
mhm.
faster. The background with more motion blur. It just looks like she's just strolling along. She's just firing against anyone, and she's on a
Yes.
high speed high speed chase. But
I
they're
think
not on
maybe I
a.
could retime the background.
Yeah. Oh, is it long? Is it like a long plate?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I think you could retime it. I think you should make it faster and
Hmm.
have more motion blur, just to make it more scary, because it
Yeah.
looks like they're just strolling. It looks like one of those comedy
Yeah.
sketches. So
And I need to roto the end
yeah,
of the gun.
yeah.
That's like
And before everyone starts writing comments, everyone hear what Shay said. She's only done the hair still. Come on, guys. Wait a minute.
yeah.
Already people like saying black levels and this and that. Yeah. Well,
Wait.
this shot is not finished, okay? This
I was
shot
just
is not.
like I was doing the keying and the spill,
Yeah.
and yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Cool. No, this shot's going to look great. The key looks fantastic. You did a great job with the hair. Really
Thank
nice
you.
transparency going on here. You have a really nice flowing hair going through it. I think you did a great job. Like I think the transparency is looking great. When it moves, it looks realistic. Yeah, you did a great job. I think
Thank you.
that's in a good place. And I just need to do the rest. You need to like you said, put it fast in the background, then develop a muzzle flash, develop like the interaction of the muzzle flash. Unfortunately, you're gonna have to do two muzzle flashes because you're gonna have one muzzle flash on the reflection as well. So you'll have the muzzle flash
Right.
here and the muzzle flash here as well. So you'll have to make both of them. And both of the light interactions, both on her, on the gun, on the car as well. The whole thing will have to be integrated as well. And
Hmm.
are you planning to leave it as it is, or are you gonna do also like you did on the other ones, night to day, or some other look,
No,
or
I'm going to leave it as it is because I was advised from a company, a frame store, to have one green screen shot with a lot of hair details.
yeah,
So here you can see loads of hair details.
yeah, I would definitely
And
agree with that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I think that's
mhm.
good.
And I was also advised like to make a day scene because I don't really have a day scene in
Yeah.
my show reel.
That's a good point. That's a good point. And why not? It could be a daytime. We've seen a lot of shooting films with a daytime shot, so makes
Hmm.
sense. Yeah, all those are really good points and really good, valid feedback. I think you should really follow that feedback for sure. But yeah, this shot's looking great. So what's your time frame for this? Like, you think you'll be done soon, or?
I think I'll be done with it within like the next month because I also have some projects I need to hand in for uni of compositing. But yeah, I aim to finish it like by the end of this year, so I could start applying to jobs.
Yeah, yeah, that's good. Um, Nikki Dangerous on Twitch has a good point that you might want to take it or not. Like they say, The car is too static, maybe a bit of camera shake. That could be a good point. Not
Mm-hmm.
too much, though. Be careful with the camera shake. It's always a bit unrealistic, but could be a good touch for you to move a little bit. Maybe either put a camera shake or maybe put a slight fake move on it. Just a slight going up and down like it feels like it's a handheld. That could be a nice
Mm-hmm.
touch. And the best way, by the way, to do handheld shots would be my advice. That's how I do them. You go out, film a handheld shot, and then track that, and then apply the track to this shot. That's usually the way I do it with handheld
Mm-hmm.
shots.
Would you add
Yeah, go for it.
would you add motion blur to the car somehow? Because it does look static now that you said that.
Well, the motion blur will come. The car itself shouldn't have motion blur. It's just that when you have the movement of the camera or the camera shake,
Mm-hmm.
either one or the other, then yes, you will start having motion blur. But be
Mm-hmm.
careful with the camera shake, though. Remember what your colleague told you, like about the hair. Then you'll stop really seeing the good key that you've done.
Yeah.
So be careful with that as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Mr. Fedo Coco is asking what university you're studying. I think you said that before, but what was the name?
University of West London.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. And Modos Mod 78 says it's a really good showreel. You see, it's really quite good showreel.
Thank you.
I think you have a great showreel, and I think this is really the missing shot. To be honest,
Mm-hmm.
this is definitely the shot that will make it work with the rest of the showreel.
Mm-hmm.
So to recap real quick, where's the showreel? Did I close it? Yeah, no, I have it open here. So to recap real quick, so first shot here, as we said, you have some edge issues and you have some lighting and depth and black point between the background and the main sniper that you still need to kind of sort out. Everything else is really good. Then you had on this, I really didn't say anything, mostly just the comment about the hair direction with the wind. Not sure you can do anything about it. I think the shot looks great. I don't think you should bother. This one, like we said, like it has some issues with the depth of field. I think you went too far with the blur. Maybe rethink how the cloud projection works. That could be, and the glow as well, how the glow works. And then finally, rethink a bit about the fire torches and also the lighting that goes on these knives on the middle here. So everything else is looking really good. And then the new shot you're making looks great. And so keep going.
Thank you.
So yeah,
Thank you so much.
yeah, your showreel is great. I'm gonna just stop sharing my screen so we can just talk. If you have anything else that we want to talk, just a second. It's always so problematic, this thing. Okay, go. Okay, cool. So yeah, well, thank you so much for do you have any other questions or any things that you would like to ask or talk about?
Yes. What do you think that would make me stand out as a candidate? Because obviously the recruiter, they see loads of showreels.
Yeah.
What can make someone stand out?
Right now it's difficult. It's really difficult. There's so many people. Your showreel is really good. I think it's a good showreel. Definitely you're going to be able to I think you're going to pass through to the next stage for sure. I think for me, like personally, you already are working on things that make you stand out. The fact that you do 3D, that's a huge bonus. And you really need to emphasize that on your letter, on your CV, on any interview you make, that you also make 3D, that you can also go around in Maya and do your own plates and you do your own geometry. That means you can project things. That means you can do really advanced projection systems because you know how to do 3D. So that's a huge turning point for a candidate because you have so much more skill set than just a regular compositor. And then I really think you should really experiment with copycat and machine learning. Really test that out and learn it really well so that you can say that on your CV and that you can say that on the interview that you've done copycat. And the best way to learn it is to just redo the shots you've done with it. And so just go in and just do the shot again, but try it with copycat and see how far you go with it, and see how much you can do, or do some training apart from that. It doesn't necessarily mean that it will develop some showreel shots, but At least you'll know how to use it. So I think you really need to like double down on the fact that you know 3D, and I think that's really gonna make you stand out. I think that's gonna be the only way you're gonna be able to stand out, because a lot of people are gonna be showing the show reels. They might just know compositing, you know. So yeah.
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 Okay, thank you.
Unfortunately, it's like a tough market, and there's a lot of people
It
out there. So
is.
it's a lot of people and not a lot of work, and it's a problem right now. It's a real problem. But yeah. Any other things that you would like to ask?
Do you think with the age of AI, and because like now the junior roles, they're a bit shifting, because like a junior won't, I think, roto anymore because of outsourcing and now AI.
Yeah.
Um, do you think that I should showcase rotoscoping
You should.
in
Yeah.
my reel?
You should. So I just been last week in London. I was part of the Visual Effects Society special panel about AI and rotoscoping. It was called the Rotoscoping in the Age of AI. It was a session with 5 presentations from different companies in London. And it had presentations from Boris, it had presentations from Foundry, and it had a presentation from me as well. I recorded the presentation. I'll be publishing it on my YouTube channel next week. And I really would advise you to watch it
I
next
asked
week.
you about it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's right. Yeah. So I've recorded it. It's all recorded. The whole thing will be the whole thing will be published next week, except like a little small 5-minute thing that was NDA that we can't show. But that's the only thing that we're not going to show is a new tool Foundry is working on, and we can't show that. But it will be out soon. That tool. That's the only thing. Especially really interesting to see the presentation from the House of Guinness, which is a really good TV show on Amazon. I really recommend everyone watching. It's a really good TV show, and they showcase how they use machine learning for depth compositing and also for roto. And the overhaul, like that was the first questions that everyone had, like, oh, should I still do roto? Should I still do that? Every single company that presented that day and every single professional and supervisor really showcased how much roto they actually are now doing because of it. Because what they showcased was that in the past, they would outsource the roto to India, and they would then get the roto. Now, there's no budget for those things, and so they do the roto in-house with AI and copycat. And so what's happening right now, what they were complaining about was that there were not enough artists that knew how to do roto. Because for you to train the copycat model, you need to roto at least 5 or 10 frames. So if you have a section, if you watch my stream from 2 weeks ago and last week, you'll see. For me to develop the rotoscoping that I show on my stream, which is like a 300 frame long shot, I still had to roto 15 or 20 frames. So I had to do really meticulous professional rotoscoping on those frames for the training data to pick it up and then roto the rest. And so if anything, you still need to know how to roto very well to make those frames. And then on top, when the copycat fails, which it failed a lot, people were during the event talking about 75% of success, 60% of success, those kind of things. When it failed, then they had to roto individually those shots, or they had to roto on top of what they got. So a lot of times you get really good result, like 90% of the good roto, and then you have to roto on top. And so what was funny was that they were talking about that the seniors and the mid-level artists were struggling to know how to roto well, because they haven't rotoed for 10 years, because everyone just outsourced everything. And so no one learned how to roto.
Interesting.
Yeah, so I think
I didn't think about it.
Yeah, because you still need to roto the shots for the training. If you learn copycat, you'll see that you still need at least one frame, or maybe more, still needs to be correctly rotoed for you to give it to the training data set, and then the training data set will work out the rest. And you still need to fix what went wrong, and you still need to fix the problems that come through. And not to mention, even if you do develop with Gen AI, which none of the companies are touching because of legal reasons, so no one is using Gen AI on these, at least not publicly, they're using it. Even if you end up using Gen AI, then you need to roto and paint the Gen AI with the problems that it might have. So I definitely think that there's definitely a skill set that still needs to exist in that sense, you know. So,
Yeah.
but you'll don't take it from me, from my word. Everyone on that it's a 3 hour long recording that I'll be publishing next week. It's 5 talks from 5 different people, and they all gonna say the same. And then there's a Q&A at the end as well, and the Q&A will also be published on the event. And I think it's gonna be interesting to see the reaction when people watch it, because those are productions and people that have been using copycat and machine learning and also AI tools from Boris for a few years now. And yeah, so it's real productions that have used that material, you know. So it's really interesting to watch, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you
Anything
so
else?
much.
Anything
No,
else?
that's it.
Well, Shay, you're always welcome to come back. You have my contact. You can
I
always
will.
yeah, you can show me the
I'll make
showreel
the
again.
adjustments and then
Yeah,
I'll
of
come
course.
back.
When you have the showreel ready, contact me. I can either watch it privately, or if you want, you can return to the show as well. Many people have returned to the show with a new showreel. That's happened many times. So I'll be back on the showreel reviews in January anyway. So just contact me, and I wish you all the best of luck and good luck with
Thank you.
your showreel. Good luck with your job hunting, and good luck with everything.
Thank you.
No
Thank you
problem.
so much.
No problem. Have a great day. I'll see you later
You
then.
too. Bye bye.
Bye. Okay, great. Okay, cool. That was great. Great showreel to watch. Really happy, and a lot of thank you so much for all the comments from everyone. People were amazing. Like, thank you so much for the comments on YouTube and the comments on Twitch. You guys were on fire. You gave so many comments and so many constructive feedback. It was wonderful. I really can't thank you enough. So I think now we don't have anyone else, and this is the last showreel review of the year. I'm just gonna double check before we go. Just gonna double check if there is any questions here that I might have missed. I'm just gonna check that quite really well, like really quickly here. Let's have a look. I like that Cahill is saying try Flames photos before 2019 on Google AI and see if it doesn't show with AI. Oh my god, it's so bad now that we only get AI stuff. Okay, so let's see here. Make sure. Okay. People still doing key feedback for the camera shake. Nub is saying studios will always need quick fixes, and AI always makes mistakes in artifacts. Sometimes we do more time touching up than if you hadn't used AI. Yes, you're right, Nub. That's what's happening. That's my experience as well. AI is really not there yet. We need to fix it a lot, and it really only produces what you can give it to him. So the machine learning data is only as good as much as what you give it to him. So that's the problem. And then Mood7876 says, do you think AI will take over actually compositing, integration keying? I don't believe so. I think compositing will still exist because we still need to layer all the layers and all the footage and all the CG. I actually think AI will just basically help it with machine learning tools, and even Gen AI. I think Gen AI will become a layer that we also produce. I think generative AI will become like CG. Like we have a CG render, a matte painting, we have a piece of footage, a green screen, LED footage, and then we have generative AI. I think it will just be another layer that will be integrating it. That's what I think will happen. Connor Thomas says, what do you want for Christmas? I don't know. Like I'm happy. I'm happy with my life. I don't need anything for Christmas. I'm very happy. I have a wonderful wife, which I love, and I have a good life. I'm very blessed. I don't really want anything. I'm happy. I just want to continue to be healthy and have a nice time and have time with Anna, with my wife. That's really the only thing I need. Okay, so more questions. Training. Okay. Peter J. Milners asks, hey Hugo, regarding the GPU nuke issue, check you're running the studio drivers instead of default game drivers. So I am running the studio. Well, I'm running studio drivers on the RTX on the laptop for sure. Regarding the AMD on Mac, you don't put drivers; they're just in the system. So I still don't know. Foundry hasn't answered me, Peter, what it could be. So I'm waiting for them to answer. So. Okay, hell, for Christmas, they want the AI bubble to burst. That's a good point. Okay, let's see if I have questions on. Gabriel Wolf says, I've tried Copycat for Roto and always chosen manual because it's a bit quicker and strangely therapeutical. Yeah, that's right, Gabriel. Rotoscoping is great. I don't really think it's a problem. So I think it's fine. I think it really opened my eyes on watching the presentations last week from the VFX Society presentation. It really opened my eyes on how much people are using it and how they're using the data sets. It's really nice. Cool, man. I think I'm going to go then. Thank you so much. We had a lot of people watching today. It's great. This is the last show review for the year. We had a total of 50 people on Twitch. We had 150 people on YouTube. So we had 200 people came in to the stream today. Can't thank you enough. And I think I'm gonna go. Remember that we have more. There's more streams still this week, this month. So on the 9th of December, remember the 9th of December. I will be doing more 3D, more nuke disc construction. So I'll be posting it on the stream soon. And so it will be on the 9th of December. That will be the last stream, really. And that's Nuke 3D System, Nuke 17, a bit of Copycat. That will be the deal. But if you want to join me for a relaxing time this Friday, I will be playing some games. So Friday from 4 o'clock, if you want to join me, I'll be reviewing and playing By Sweet Carol, The Thing Remastered, and Silent Hill F. I finished Silent Hill F completely. Finished By Sweet Carol completely. So those two are finished. The Thing Remastered, I'm almost done. So I should be finished by the time we talk on Friday. So join me on Friday for a relaxing stream. No games, no visual effects, no compositing, no AI, no Copycat, just some video games. And so it'll be on Friday. And then of course, like I said, on the 9th of December, I'll be doing some Nuke 17 streams as well. That's it really. So thank you so much. And I think can't thank you enough. And again, thank you so much to BenQ. Thank you so much, BenQ, for all the support that you've given me over the years. And thank you so much for everything. And I'll see you all later. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice time. Have a nice day. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for donations. They were fantastic. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for everything. I'll see you all Friday. I'll see you all Friday for the gaming stream. Can't wait to have some nice time there. I'll see you later. Bye.